Extreme Car Simulator Mission Car in Airport Place. Car games are a dime a dozen. There are so many of them that it can be hard to find one that really stands out from the rest. But there is one game that does just that: Extreme Car Simulator Mission Car in Airport Place. This game is unlike any other car game out there. For one, it takes place in an airport. That's right, instead of racing around a track or a city, you're driving in an airport. And not just any airport, but a huge one with multiple terminals and runways. But the real draw of Extreme Car Simulator Mission Car in Airport Place is the fact that you're not just driving cars, but planes as well. That's right, in this game you can get behind the wheel of a jumbo jet and race around the airport. Or you can take a small single-engine plane and try to land it on one of the runways. There's so much to do in Extreme Car Simulator Mission Car in Airport Place that you'll never get bored. So if you're looking for a car game that's unlike any other, check out Extreme Car Simulator Mission Car in Airport Place. 1. Car simulator games are becoming increasingly popular. 2. They provide a realistic gaming experience. 3. Many of them are based on real-world locations. 4. One such game is Extreme Car Simulator Mission Car in Airport Place. 5. The game is set in an airport parking lot. 6. Players must complete various missions in order to progress. 7. The game is challenging and provides a great gaming experience. 1. Car simulator games are becoming increasingly popular. Car simulator games are becoming increasingly popular for a number of reasons. They provide players with a realistic driving experience, often with a large variety of vehicles to choose from. They also usually have a range of different environments to drive in, including city, country, and even off-road locations. One of the most popular car simulator games is the Extreme Car Simulator series. In these games, players have to complete a number of missions in order to progress. The missions often involve driving to a specific location or completing a specific task, such as overtaking a certain number of cars. The latest installment in the series, Extreme Car Simulator Mission Car in Airport Place, sees players taking on missions in an airport location. This provides a unique challenge, as players have to avoid a number of obstacles, such as other vehicles and planes. Despite the name, car simulator games are not just for those who want to drive fast cars. There are a number of different genres within the car simulator category. For example, there are games that focus on police chases or on driving school students learning to parallel park. There are even games that let players race against each other or against the clock. The popularity of car simulator games shows no signs of slowing down. They provide players with a unique and exciting gaming experience that is not available with other genres. 2. They provide a realistic gaming experience. Extreme Car Simulator Mission Car in Airport Place is one of the most popular car simulation games available. It's known for providing a realistic gaming experience that feels very close to real life. In the game, you're tasked with completing various missions in an airport setting. This can include things like picking up and dropping off passengers, managing luggage, and more. The game does a great job of simulating the experience of driving a car in an airport. You'll need to deal with all of the same traffic patterns and obstacles that you would in real life. This can be a bit challenging at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it. The game also features a number of different cars to choose from, so you can find one that suits your style of play. If you're looking for a realistic and fun car simulation game, Extreme Car Simulator Mission Car in Airport Place is definitely worth checking out. 3. Many of them are based on real-world locations. Most of the car racing games nowadays are based on real-world locations, which makes the game more interesting and challenging for the players. Players will have to race against each other in familiar places, which will make the game more exciting. There are many different kinds of car racing games available nowadays, but the most popular one is the Need for Speed franchise. The Need for Speed franchise is based on many different real-world locations, which makes the game more challenging and exciting for the players. The player will have to race against others in familiar places, which will make the game more intense. There are many different kinds of cars available in the game, but the most popular one is the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. The Porsche 911 GT3 RS is a very popular car in the Need for Speed franchise, and it is based on a real-world location. The player will have to race against others in familiar places, which will make the game more intense. There are many different kinds of tracks available in the game, but the most popular one is the Nürburgring. The Nürburgring is a very popular track in the Need for Speed franchise, and it is based on a real-world location. The player will have to race against others in familiar places, which will make the game more intense. There are many different kinds of cars available in the game, but the most popular one is the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. The Porsche 911 GT3 RS is a very popular car in the Need for Speed franchise, and it is based on a real-world location. The player will have to race against others in familiar places, which will make the game more intense. There are many different kinds of tracks available in the game, but the most popular one is the Nürburgring. 4. One such game is Extreme Car Simulator, Mission Car in Airport Place. One such game is Extreme Car Simulator, Mission Car in Airport Place. In this game, your mission is to drive a car through an airport, avoiding obstacles and getting to your destination as quickly as possible. The game is designed to be challenging, and it's definitely not easy. But it's also a lot of fun, and it's a great way to waste some time. The gameplay is simple. You'll be given a car and a map of the airport, and you'll need to get to the end of the airport without hitting any obstacles. The game is set up like a race, and you'll need to be the first to finish in order to win. There are a few different modes to choose from, and you can even race against other players online. The graphics are decent, and the game runs smoothly. The controls are easy to learn, and they're responsive. Overall, Extreme Car Simulator, Mission Car in Airport Place is a great game that's definitely worth checking out. 5. The game is set in an airport parking lot. The game is set in an airport parking lot. You play as a secret agent who must find and retrieve a package from a car in the parking lot. The game is played from a first-person perspective, and you must use your stealth and platforming skills to avoid being seen by the security guards and cameras. There are many different routes you can take through the parking lot, and you must use your wits to find the best way to reach the car and retrieve the package. The game is challenging and rewarding, and you will enjoy spending time exploring the different options available to you in the parking lot. 6. Players must complete various missions in order to progress. In Extreme Car Simulator, players must complete various missions in order to progress. These missions take place in different locations around the game world and task players with completing various objectives. Some missions may require players to simply reach a destination, while others may task them with completing more complex objectives, such as rescuing stranded civilians or defeating enemy forces. Regardless of the mission type, players will need to use their driving skills to complete them. Completing missions is the only way to progress in Extreme Car Simulator, and as such, players will need to complete a variety of them in order to see the game through to its end. With that said, the game does offer a good amount of replay value, as missions can be replayed at any time. So, if you're looking for a challenging and rewarding driving game, be sure to check out Extreme Car Simulator. 7. The game is challenging and provides a great gaming experience. The game is challenging and provides a great gaming experience. Players have to navigate their car through an airport while avoiding obstacles. The game is fast-paced and requires quick reflexes. There are multiple levels to the game, each with its own unique challenges. The goal of the game is to get the car to the finish line as quickly as possible. The game is extremely challenging and provides a great gaming experience. Players who are able to complete all the levels will definitely be rewarded with a sense of achievement. While the Extreme Car Simulator Mission Car in Airport Place may be a fun and exciting game to play, it is important to remember that it is only a game. Players should be careful not to get too caught up in the game and forget about the real world around them. Extreme Car Simulator UdiCar in Forest Place. Working up a sweat behind the wheel of a sports car is no longer confined to your imagination and a video game console. Now, for a price, you can live out your fantasies on a real-life racetrack. At Forest Place, a new extreme car simulator called UdiCar is providing the ultimate driving experience for those who crave speed and crave the real thing. The simulator, which is the first of its kind in North America, is a replica of a real Formula One car. It is outfitted with all the electronic bells and whistles that one would expect from a top-of-the-line racing machine, including a state-of-the-art racing seat, steering wheel, and gas and brake pedals. But what makes the UdiCar simulators so special is the level of realism it offers. Not only does it look and feel like a real Formula One car, it also produces the same kind of G-forces that a professional driver would experience on a real track. 1. Forest Place is an extreme car simulator that lets you experience various driving conditions. 2. You can choose from a variety of cars to drive, each with its own set of challenges. 3. There are a variety of courses to choose from, each with its own set of obstacles. 4. You can race against other drivers or try to beat your own best time. 5. You can also customize your car to make it unique. 6. The game is free to play, but there are optional in-game purchases. 7. There is also a multiplayer mode so you can compete against your friends. 1. Forest Place is an extreme car simulator that lets you experience various driving conditions. Forest Place is an extreme car simulator that lets you experience various driving conditions. It is a great game for those who want to learn how to drive in various conditions or for those who just want to have some fun. The game is set in a forest and you must drive through it to reach the end. There are many different obstacles and challenges that you will face along the way. The game is very realistic and you will need to use your skills to get through the forest. There are many different levels to the game and you can keep coming back to try and beat your previous time. The game is great fun and you can spend hours trying to reach the end. 2. You can choose from a variety of cars to drive, each with its own set of challenges. When you load up Extreme Car Simulator, the first thing you'll notice is the variety of cars available to choose from. You can pick from an SUV, a truck, a sports car, and more, each with its own set of challenges. The SUV, for example, is a big and unwieldy vehicle. It's not the easiest to maneuver, but it can take on some pretty tough terrain. The truck, on the other hand, is built for hauling heavy loads. It's not the quickest car on the block, but it's definitely the strongest. The sports car is, predictably, the fastest car in the game. It's great for getting from point A to point B in a hurry, but it can be a handful to keep under control. Whichever car you choose, you're in for a challenge. Each of the cars has its own unique handling characteristics, so it's up to you to figure out which one suits your driving style the best. No matter which car you choose, though, you're guaranteed to have a blast exploring the expansive world of Extreme Car Simulator. 3. There are a variety of courses to choose from, each with its own set of obstacles. The Extreme Car Simulator offers a variety of courses to choose from, each with its own set of obstacles. The courses are designed to challenge your driving skills and test your ability to navigate through difficult terrain. You will need to use your car's 4x4 capabilities to get through some of the tougher sections. The first course is the UdiCar in Forest Place. This course is full of twists and turns, and you will need to use your 4x4 to get through some of the mud and water. There are also a few hill climbs, so you need to be careful not to roll your car. The second course is the Snowy Mountain Pass. This course is much longer than the first, and you will need to use your 4x4 to get through the snow and ice. There are also a few jumps, so you need to be careful not to damage your car. The third course is the Desert Race. This course is full of sand dunes, and you will need to use your 4x4 to get through them. There are also a few areas where you will need to use your car's boost to get through. The fourth and final course is the City Course. This course is full of tight turns and traffic, and you will need to use your 4x4 to get through it. There are also a few areas where you will need to use your car's boost to get through. Extreme Car Simulator is a great game for anyone who loves cars and driving. The courses are challenging and the 4x4 gameplay is lots of fun. If you are looking for a driving game that will keep you entertained for hours, then Extreme Car Simulator is the game for you. 4. You can race against other drivers or try to beat your own best time. Racing against other drivers is one of the most exhilarating experiences you can have in Extreme Car Simulator. There's nothing like testing your skills against others and seeing who comes out on top. But if you're not up for the challenge, you can also just try to beat your own best time. Either way, you're sure to have a blast. So buckle up and get ready for some high-octane fun. 5. You can also customize your car to make it unique. Okay, I may be a little late to the party on this one, but I have to say, I am loving Extreme Car Simulator. I have never played a game like it before, and I am really enjoying customizing my car to make it unique.